we streaming? Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay, new game. Yeah, let's go hard. Yes, yes. I'll leave those off. Let's go like that. Okay.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity, with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
October 23rd.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay. Am I supposed to? Probably not. Okay. I was wondering if I was supposed to see anything on the right, but not yet. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna use guns. I think I'm gonna do my typical sneaking and shooting. So that means the only issue I always have with strength is carry capacity, because I never really need to use it for something. Well, okay, let's see. Points remaining. So, okay, that takes a point away. I could just get 1 point in each one. Let's see. Let's... Okay. There we go. Perks, okay. Oh, wait, okay, no, this is skills. Let's see.
We'll put those marksmanship scores to good use.
And how about stealth?
Subtle and discreet. Exactly what I need.
I really almost kind of want to put stealth and tech, but I think I'm just going to go with that. Okay. For now, that'll do. Okay, aptitude. Select the career aptitude that has that your character possesses. Each aptitude corresponds to a small bonus. Okay. Colonist sounded nice. Entry-level career for a person of your skills. Expanding humanity's reach by civilizing the cosmic frontier was ambitious enough without worrying about your day job. You had the rest of your life to worry about how to be useful in Halcyon. No discernible aptitude. Okay. Beverage service technician, bureaucrat, cashier, subgrade, non-supervisory, construction electrician class, wire spooker, shock damage minus 3%. I think I'm going to go with something that boosts my engineering, or medical. think my engineering and medical were, I think, the lowest skills that I had. Let's go with elevator operations specialist.
Not much risk of injury in this profession.
Okay. Sure. Honestly, other than the hair, I don't really mind the rest of that too much. Let's see. That'll work. Wish they would just do like a color picker. Okay. Mutton chops. I'll go with that. The other problem here is that the lighting is so bad that it's difficult to actually tell what the colors are. I'll go with the same number as I did for hair, and we'll hope that's the same thing. What does that change? Okay, wrinkles. I'll go with that. Okay. Anything else? There we go. Okay, engineering is boosted slightly because of that. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines.
Not likely, bootlickers.
Man, they turned around quick.
Initiate skip jump.
God, the environmental artist did a great job here.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive
Shit.
evaporated.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid.
Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, My ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
Chairman Rockwell raises a glass to our lost brothers and sisters.
Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
There's the atmosphere. Although I think it would build rather than just start.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Alright, here we go. Interesting little creature. Alright, so crouch is a toggle. I don't know what would have happened if the UN hadn't disbanded in Fallout, but I mean, there was really no international order to speak of. The US wasn't really willing to interact with most other people because we had the oil and we didn't want to give it up. Adreno. Let's see, timid Canid. Okay, they are getting slide awareness. Oh. Uh-oh. Hopefully this isn't the liquefaction.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Oh. Inhaler for health. I forgot about that.
Hey, you. Come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Let's see. You were hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit? You're as good as dead. No, that seems a little mean. What were you doing out here?
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Let's see here. I've got a better idea. Give me your gun, I'll go get help.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo. not counting the bullet in my side. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm off. Okay, we got a gun. Let's see, anything else around here? Oh, gotta blow those up, I guess.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the...
Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time. Okay. So VATS. But without a lock on, I think. Okay. Bit cartridges. I think that's cash. Tossball card, Glen Latier, and light ammo. Light ammo, Adreno, Sentry Saber. Some booze, mag lockpick, and some cheese. Interesting stuff out here. More mag picks. Oh. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpicking skills will help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break security, you'll see how many mag picks or shunts you'll need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Okay. Telescoping staff. Well, I don't really need that, but I can sell it. Oh. Just lit myself on fire for a second. There we go. Oh. Ooh, that got close to being bad. Where'd that first guy die? Somewhere down here, I think. There he is. Got a lot of stuff to sell. Where do they keep getting all these sabers? Well, it is a modern military. I mean, they have, they do still have infantry and stuff like that. They don't have drones like we do, but that's, I think, mainly because the Fallout games were originally made back in the 90s when drones were not a thing. So it's the same sort of thing where, like, you you watch, like, the Alien movies and you see the computers they have. It's like the future extrapolated from the 1970s. It's the same thing with Fallout, where, like, the future that they envisioned, even with it being the like alternative universe of the Fallout universe, they don't have drones. Even with all the robots they have, they don't have the little flying robots. Oh, okay, these guys look like they're okay.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
But they have infantry with laser weapons. They have tanks. They've got power armor. They got jets. They're definitely a modern military.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Let's see. So I've heard I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
Bleeding and delirious, but still kicking.
Well, that's a relief. You don't want to know how much paperwork's involved in paying off a gravesite fee.
Yeah.
We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
Alright, let's see here. Do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
The other one's still back here? No. I thought there was somebody back there, but... Alright. Let's see, anything else? Oh, got some gear. Alright, let's see if that gear is actually any better than... Okay, weapons management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by dragging them. Okay, well... May as well have one of these up here, even if I'm probably not going to use it. Okay, and armor management. Let's see, 4 armor, stealth skill plus 5, tech skills plus 5, and 3 armor. I'm going to stick with the tech skills for now. The armor is not really that different.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Let's check in with Private Kimball, see if he has anything to say.
Not just anyone has chosen to enforce landing regulations, you know? I had to fill out 4 whole forms.
Anybody up here?
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jetson procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
He met my escape pod, alright. He met my escape pod, alright, head first.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time.
My apologies.
This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it, thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Alright. I mean, they have tanks, they've got APCs. They don't have Humvees, but I don't know. Let's see. You've been promoted. Okay, leveled. Okay, that's what they call leveling up. Okay. I want more points in range. And it's kind of split between. I think I want to put another point in dialogue. Wow. Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay. There we go. Let's do another point there, and then let's put a couple points into tech. Okay. All right. Time dilation, location hits. You have unlocked location hit effects for time. Okay, so just VATS. Combat dialogue abilities. You unlock dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, you are automatically debilitated. Oh, they are automatic. Okay. I was like, what? Perks. Welcome to perk selection. On this screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Okay. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier perk available to you. What about Fallout 76? Let's see. Oh, I do like walk speed being faster. Oh, yes. Always fast travel when over encumbered. I always get stuff like that whenever I can. Here we go. Oh.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
You've got it all wrong. I'm the Starship Safety Inspector.
Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Take care. Alright. Let's get to the town. It's always so weird to consider time zones, like the fact that it is currently 6 p.m. where I am and it's just after midnight for you there in the UK. Let's see, okay. Ooh. Oh. There we go. More stuff to sell in town. A couple of dead residents, unfortunately, it looks like. I think I'm heading the right way. Man, It's got to be crazy to see the actual rings of a planet. I'm hoping I live long enough that commercial space travel takes us out to places like Saturn. Looks like they're
Whoa, hey,
drilling.
Where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
My pod crashed in the hills back there.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? It ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior in humor. Fancy title for a gravedigger.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
Okay. You seem pretty old to be a junior anything.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Oof. Okay. Who do I talk to about power regulators?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offer me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company.
That's ridiculous.
Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Why can't you collect the fees yourself?
Quotas, mostly. Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Alright, let me collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Alright, why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
There was something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
How long have you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, or whatever?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1... all my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Town must be pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Okay. Probably should put the gun away. So ridiculous that they make you pay for a grave. Like, I can even see, like, an internment fee, but then there's no way you should be renting in grave space, I mean. Alright, anybody... Here's something. Okay, so this is theft. I'm gonna leave that stuff alone. Riot control helmet. That seems like it could be interesting. Can we open this? Yes. Okay. Messages. From Inhumers Association. Dear reader, your subscription to the Inhumers Association's newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now and we'll throw in a copy of the newest publication, Shovel's Gazette and Quarterly. From Spacer's Choice Human Resources. Edgewater Cemetery is property of the Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own from cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choice at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots. Custom engraved headstones and monograms. Complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Okay, return to root. Inventory logs. Burial invoice. Password required. Hack it. Okay. Theodore Granger, cause of expiration, industrial accident, burial status, successfully interred in grave 13F, gravesite fees paid and accounted. Inhumers addendum, Teddy's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from the gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. Jeez. Alright. What about over here? Can we go in here? No. Anything else? What about up here? Yes. Man. Hard to have people over when your bathroom opens up directly into the living room without a door. Don't need to steal anything. Anything else, though? I'm good. Okay. Can I close the door? Yes. Nope. Where am I supposed? Okay, up that way. Let's check out this first.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Oh, okay. Wonder why there's not a sign or anything. Cantina specials. Oh, nope, it's closed. Anything here? Conrad, wasn't this one of the people that had a gravesite fee?
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Okay. Relax, I'm clean.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Undertaker and barber. Okay. Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
That's just... okay. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
What the hell? Hang on, medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I can think of anything.
Much obliged.
Okay. That is just nuts, though. Oh. Okay. So, yeah. Morgue right off of this area. Kind of want to read this. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. A company is going to have to call it for this is what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. So are these people serfs? Just industrial serfs? Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. It's gonna ruin us. So I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet, use the bits to pay his body price, and then no one's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows, Phyllis G. Okay. Oh, is this a guard? I feel like this isn't that big a town. They've really got 3 people dead in here, including 1 by suicide. Generally not a good sign.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Okay. That's like a copy of a World War I poster. Except for instead of philosophist, it was the Germans. General store, huh? Who else is other people we have to talk to about this? Conrad, Ludwig, Phyllis, and Abernathy. Okay. So not Julius.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
I need to fix the ship. You know where I can find parts?
You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. He's up in his tower above the cannery.
I've got questions for you.
Go right ahead.
What's your take on this place?
What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2.
Telling yourself that won't make it so.
You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Actually, there was.
Go right ahead.
So, about this plague that's supposed to be going around.
Plague? I don't know anything about a plague. We are the very picture of hot-blooded physical vigor.
Okay. Is there a reason you feel like you have to hide what's going on?
You have got the wrong idea about me. I've got nothing that needs hiding. Some of us who get sick are liable to exaggerate the conditions of that sickness, but the fact is, if you work hard, you have got no cause to worry.
What do you mean by that?
Survival of the fittest. It ain't just a law of nature, it's company policy. Medical treatment is commensurate with our value to society. Spacer's Choice will dispense medicine for the indispensable worker. Natural selection at work.
And if you don't work hard enough?
Then the hand of medical science will not grace you with its touch, and you must recover on the virtue of your own grit. Listen, you mind if we talk about something else? Rambling about company policy gets me feeling all lightheaded.
Okay. I'll just excuse myself. Man. These people really do live in their own little world. Good lord, there are a lot of planets up in the sky above us. Okay. This looks like a church. It's been like 2 years since I last played this, so I don't really remember too much of it. Vicar Max, okay.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
I'm looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious.
Why is that?
Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum? Tell me more.
So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Seems to me the authorities would be interested to hear you're after this contraband text.
On the contrary, my position means that I am one of the few legally allowed to possess such items. But do not worry. You'll be safe since you are acting on my behalf.
Maybe I'll get your book and sell it to someone else.
I can assure you, you won't find another willing to risk imprisonment to possess this book, nor anyone willing to pay the price I can offer.
You make a compelling argument.
Glad we see eye to eye.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay, what about anything else?
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
I haven't found the book yet.
Please get it.
You seem pretty concerned about that book. Care to tell me why?
A religious text deemed heretical by the OSI is an unsafe object at large. Though I understand why a collector would desire to possess such a rare book. Because I'm also a collector of books. Rare things in this colony. Appreciation of the written word outside monthly periodicals is virtually unknown here.
How did you know I'm an outsider?
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
Okay. You seem quite dismissive of the common man for a spiritual leader.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Hold on a minute. Did you just refer to this town as a miserable place?
Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Seriously, that's what you're selling here?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
All you've got are platitudes about enjoying your work? Have you looked around here lately?
Have you? These people need something. Anything they can grasp to survive. Delving into the metaphysical minutiae of the grand plan would be nonsense to them, if not worse. My apologies. The townsfolk are having a tough time of it, and it's been difficult for me to enrich their lives. They are good people. It is just difficult to reach them.
I just thought of something else I need to be doing. Okay. So I wonder if that religion existed back when the character got put into stasis, or if it's entirely new here in the in this cluster. All right, may as well go talk to the boss.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
Oh, no one here. We can read this terminal. Logs. Notice the Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and/or supervisor. Be considerate towards other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See read if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit, sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind, and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. Good lord. You have to schedule your sick time 2 to 4 weeks in advance.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
What are they putting in the cans?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Are you Reed? I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Are you in uniform? What are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing.
That's what you said.
I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old Botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the Botanical District over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The Botanical Labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise. I never would have guessed.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the Botanical Labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater, and I don't blame those workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the Botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Anything in here I can look at before we head out? No. Alright. Do I have to actually wait for you to enter the elevator, or are you just going to teleport in? Teleport in! Good to know.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Sure.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as an honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well did you know the deserters? You work with them? You were friends, or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Do you know this Adelaide Reed mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't leave it at that. Why are Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her.
I'm sure the deserters are fine people, so what?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay. I met the vicar. He asked me to find a book for him.
Books are for rich folk. I wonder what he wants with something like that.
I suppose it could hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Okay. Let's go find Vicar Max again. Interesting little hexagonal paving stones here.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Any progress on that matter we discussed? Ah, Miss Holcomb. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always offering spiritual counsel to those that need it.
Thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite interested to make our outsider's acquaintance.
I haven't found your book yet.
Please get it.
Of course, but I had something I wanted to ask you.
What would you like to discuss?
Parvati wanted me to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think about Adelaide's group figure?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well the leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So, what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Sounds like I got my work cut out for me. Thanks for your time.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
I was realizing he may have had some more useful advice there on how to unite the groups, but unfortunately that dialogue option seemed to go away as soon as we stopped talking to him about it. So, if salt tuna is not fish, I have to question what is it. Alright. I think this is the port, which means there should be another guy who we can talk to about...
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
I think Ludwig has a grave debt.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Silas sent me. You owe him your gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about. Firing at the birds. Orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Isn't that just going to be the job of any guard here? Resistance or not? If your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly. Some Spacer's chaw. Few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
Let's see. If I'm going after this mechanical scout, I could use a few pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
Ah, yes, technical. I got questions for you.
Go on.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially? Unofficially? Strictly between you and me. I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
I'll lead you be.
Go on.
Actually, I have another question here. What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you. Scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Can't say that I have.
Pray to the law that you never do. A mechanical never forgets the face of its enemy. First they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
I'll leave you be. Okay, so we're now part of the Resistance. But again, if robots started attacking the town, I have to assume that everyone would join in on that. It's not really a resistance movement then. But yeah, Saltuna line. It just works. Let's see. Wait. Oh, this isn't stealing. Then yes, I will take it. Okay. I don't want to waste the last of my picks opening up a little chest. I'll wait on that for now. Really did amazing work with the environmental effects here. Man.
Oh, he ain't no threat. But I can fix him up smart.
Can we fix it?
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Okay.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati, why did you just name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Is that an Etherwave serial or something?
Surely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Okay. I think we were supposed to shoot that thing, but ended up repairing it. I hope that doesn't hurt our position in the Resistance. Let's see. And now with extra added artificial ingredients at no cost. Seriously, what is salt tuna? Okay. Well, as ramshackle as the town was looking, this is even worse. Should be encountering some marauders soon, probably. These are interesting plants. Yep.
Hey, here we go. That's gotta hurt.
Whoa! Whoa! That was a bloody mess kill if I ever saw one. Yeah. I gotta make the resistance come over to my side. Let's see. Oh. Skill points. I feel like dialogue is gonna be pretty damn important, so let's just boost the crap out of that. Okay. Ooh, a rifle. Okay, let's do that. And some armor that might be better than what I've currently got. Yeah, that ups tech skills as well. Now I look like a marauder, though. Wait, can we search any of these buildings? Evicted, evicted, and evicted. Not sure how it helps the company to evict people from these buildings.
Huh?
I mean, if there are other people to take the job, or to take the spot, I mean. Oh. Oh. Should have used a health pack. Or crouched. Either way would have been better than that. Ah, hell. Just after fixing Jeremy. Alright, that's not terribly far back, though. Nice. Hope your charger gets better. I don't know. Hope your charger stops acting funky. Have a great rest of your night.
Okay, gone quiet.
Alright. Okay, health pack. There we go. Man, their boss is just hanging out up there on the hill, just ignoring this. Same thing again. All right. Okay. All right, and save. Ah, hell. Well, I'm glad I saved. You really shouldn't be charging into battle against so many enemies. Ooh. that it? That's it. Did it. Okay. Can we take anything from this? Bit cartridges, armor parts, drinks, cans of salt tuna, picks. 4. Oh, it doesn't take any. Okay. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking, and murder are all considered illegal activities that are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in those activities without consequences.
Easy.
This isn't illegal, is it? Because, I mean, there's nobody that's even living out here. I guess it's just a general message about hacking. Okay. Let's see. Hunting rifle. I think everything else. What about this? Ooh. Okay. Suspicious Corona. A little bit of ammo, a little bit of food. Oh man. Takes 3 lockpicks to get into this. Alright. Better be worth it. Thinking caplet. Adrena time. Adreno. Assault rifle. Some ammo. Flywheel. Huh. Okay, well, we're at least back up to 2 lockpicks. So at least there's that. And we got a couple bypass runs out of it. So I think that was worth it. Okay. Oh. Saving. Where'd they go? Oh, I think they're crouching. Whoa! I like this gun.
Got him all.
Okay. Not bad. What do we got up here? Oh, those are just his legs. Okay. What about over here? Did we? No, okay, that we came out of that. Okay. Community center. Oh. I'm sure it saved when we came in here.
I'm ready for this. You got him.
I guess that's bulletproof. Whoa! He was hoping it auto-saved when it came in here. Okay. Let's see if there's a better way inside this thing where I'm not immediately exposed to a bunch of enemies. Oh, here we go.
Got it. Heads down.
Necklace. Pre-sliced bread. Okay. Plain and pure water. Purest of the pure. I wonder if that's like Sweetham's Water Zero. Let's see. Bracelet. Can I stealth attack these guys? Yeah, that didn't work like I thought it might. Okay, health pack. Let's take some cover. I can't tell if I don't think anyone else is after me. I feel like the music would be combat music if that were the case. Ugh. I wonder what that's all about. And a mag pick and a necklace. Oh, good. Antique saber. Wonder if that's better than the other one that I have. Oh!
Don't mess with us.
I don't think anybody heard that. Somehow. Borstwurst. It's not the worst unless it's a Borstwurst. Man, this community really has fallen on hard times if they used to be all the way out here. Spacer's Chaw. I was hoping I could read that, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, that's where we first got killed. Let's try going upstairs. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're just now noticing us? Oh, I guess she's down there. Maybe she... Got him. Okay. Let's see here. First aid room key. Oh man, can't read that. What about this one? Nope. Apple juice. Oh, mock apple juice. I was gonna say, do they really have apple trees out here? Alright. Oh. There's still people here that don't know we're here yet?
We're pretty good at this.
Coming soon, feast your eyes on the great frilled mantiqueen, sovereign of her nest, imported from the wilds of Terra 1 to thrill and excite your imagination. Okay, I guess they just weren't done with this one yet? Okay. What about this? Canid. Beta lupus familiaris. Canids can be found all over Emerald Vale in two distinct varieties, domesticated and feral. Feral canids hunt in packs, while domesticated canids can be loyal companions. It is important to remember that the canid is still a wild animal and should be treated with caution. Okay. Kind of looked like dogs with, or like hyenas with some weird feathers on them. Look like gorillas. Primals. This display, fashioned to resemble a pair of mighty primals, required extensive field research. Let us have a moment of silence for the researchers who gave their lives in the pursuit of the authenticity. Saltuna. Salmonidae salinus. If the oceans and rivers are the heart of and veins of Emerald Vale, then Saltuna are the highly profitable blood. These meaty fish live in the oceans and migrate upstream during mating season. Saltuna are simiparous, which means they perish with a single reproductive episode. That's when our trusty Spacer's Choice harvesters scoop up their corpses to be cleaned, processed, and canned, and delivered straight to your dinner table. So they're processing dead fish. I don't know how much of a change that is compared to processing live fish, but I know that there's a big difference in processing pork between live and dead. Thanks to my animal science course that I took back in college, I know that if you have pork that is pale, if it's soft, and if it's exuding liquid, it means that the pig died of shock before it was killed for slaughtering. PSE pork. Pale, soft, exudative. Another first aid room key. What do we got here? Spacer's Choice property. Welcome, Director Pickett. Rosenberg. Everyone, the keycard encoder in the lobby is back up and running. Hopefully it won't go on the fritz again and start shooting keyboards all over the place at anyone who walks by. As a reminder, in case it does break down again, you can borrow a keycard from the director at one of the workers in the second floor office if you lose your card. From L. Trammell. Director Pickett, I must lodge a complaint. Your obsession with this Mantiqueen is wasting all our budget and holding up development of an entire exhibit. This has to stop. Lamont Trammell, Financial Officer. From Hunters and Trackers, Ltd. Hello, Mr. Pickett. This letter is to update you regarding your request of one adult Mantiqueen. As you may remember, our trackers discovered a beautiful specimen out in the wild. Per your approval, we deployed a team of highly specialized hunters to kill it for you. We regret to inform you that the entire team has perished. We expect an invoice from our office. Please expect an invoice from our office, including the cost of their gravesite fees, as stipulated in our contract. Additionally, we must ask you to cover the cost of all damaged equipment, corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested, partially or otherwise. Thank you for your patronage. Please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at a 10% discount. We look forward to hearing from you. Sincerely, Hunters and Trackers Limited, partnered with Wildlife Eradication Society, a wholly owned subsidiary of Universe Defense Logistics. Hunters and Trackers Limited, teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. Good lord. Okay. Wow. Riot control armor. Sawed-off shotgun. Oh, that is nice. Let's check this out. First of all, the sawed-off shotgun, that's going in instead of the blade. Okay, I'm going to leave that for now. I've got a lot of stuff to sell here, though, when we go back to town. Armor. Riot control armor. Stealth skills +5. Well, I'm going to leave things as they are right now because I don't really get a difference. I'm definitely leaving the helmet on. Okay. Bypass shunt. Mag pick. Why are they leaving bypass shunts and mag picks all over the place? Aren't these supposed to be like semi-illegal in terms of their use? We'll unlock that in just a second. Okay, here's the vending machine area. Alright, let's check out this terminal. Okay. Oh, gotta hack it. Gotta hack it again? Can we actually do it? Or encode first aid key card? Okay, so we've got 3 cards now. Return to root, logs. History of Emerald Vale exhibit. Synopsis: The history of Emerald Vale, once complete, will display the proud heritage of our settlement for generations to come. Decorating the main hall of our noble community center, this elaborate diorama of memorabilia of our settlement's founding will embody the hard-working spirit of our Spacer family. The centerpiece of this grand exhibit will be a taxidermied mantiqueen erected within our main lobby as a sign of our civilization's victory over nature itself. Director Pickett. Well, that didn't work out. Let's see. Okay, first aid room. What do we got here? Abrasives, fluorides, surfactants, antibacterial agents, triclosan, zinc chloride. Okay, who ate my lunch? Experimental anthracillin. I assume that that's a quest that we just basically got the equipment for. Let's see. Stun baton, pep pills, dervish mist. A lot of stuff. Okay. More mag picks. Anything else in here? I think that's it. Take a look at the map. Wow, that is... Oh! I was going to say, that's quite a map. But zooming out, it does actually have some things. Let's check and make sure that I got everything upstairs before we move on. Because I was really only up here for a very short period of time. Okay, I think... Yep, here we go. There we go. I think we're done up here. Looks like it's directing us out the back door. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Wow. Talk about propaganda. Oh, crap! That is a mine. What is with all the mines? Okay, there are a lot of mines out here. Let's avoid them and move along. Okay, what do we got up here? Let's save. Looks like a hackable door over there. I don't see anybody. Better be worth it.
Wow, you got that?
Whoa, what the hell happened here? Combat drone. After sneaking parts out of the industrial sector for a couple days, I think I finally have everything I need to build my own flying death machine. However, upon closer inspection, I'm not entirely sure all the components will fit together properly. It's not like the board would build their machines with custom tooled parts, right? Everything would have to be modular for all these mechanicals to run efficiently. I'll tool around with things for a bit and see what I can put together. After a few hours of experimentation, things are starting to come together, but I still don't have it down to an exact science. For example, there's something wrong with the memory processing core that I found that I can't sort out. When I tried to install it, the unit made a loud buzzing sound and refused to respond to any feedback. I removed it, whacked it with a wrench a few times, and that seemed to stop the buzzing. Things seemed like they were working after a few things seemed like they were working for a few seconds after I installed it again, but now there's a sharp clicking noise every few seconds, and the damn thing's right stabilizer won't stop twitching. I'll try removing the processing core again and giving it a few good whacks. That'll learn it. Oh. You know, I want to feel bad for this guy, but that was also so stupid. Plasma rifle. Interesting. Man. Where do I put this? The assault rifle has way more damage than it does. It's pristine, so it should fetch a good price, I think. Uses energy ammo. Okay, well that's definitely a difference. Well, I'll hold on to it for now. Obviously, I'm not at a place to sell it, but anyway. Uh-oh. We got dead marauders here. Now, that's not a bad thing that I don't have to kill them, but I've got a question, what did? Oh, I've over-encumbered? Okay, well. Luckily, I've got that perk that means I can still travel while being over-encumbered, and I know about a general store back in town, so. I wonder what bread noodles are. It wouldn't worry me if it was B-R-E-A-D. The fact that it's B-R-E-D noodles makes me wonder if this is some sort of, like, organism that they've found that somehow resembles spaghetti, like some sort of weird worms or something. Ammo and a stint. These people really don't seem to have valued their privacy at all. Again, like, there's a slight enclosure to the bathroom, but it in no way encloses it. Okay. Well, I think we're done here for the moment. Why don't we see about fast traveling? Okay, we can fast travel back to the community center when the time comes. For now, though, let's get back to Edgewater and sell some of this stuff. Help the chairman and Minister Clark defeat our foes. Base destroys Cantina.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls.
It's weird that they say the exact same stuff every time.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Okay.
Got my eye on you, girl.
Okay. Real quick, I just want to be sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to hold on to the plasma rifle for now, and probably to one of the blades. Let's see. Do I need to keep a hold of this? I don't think so. I mean, I think I will, just because I like collecting, like, individual items like that, where it's like, we're not going to be able to find another one of these hibernation suits, so I'll probably hold on to that. I'll probably hold on to one of each item.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
What incident?
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Okay.
Music to my ears.
Merchant skill. Your merchant skill is equal to your best dialogue skill. So that's 40, I believe, with persuasion. Okay, sell. Okay, weapons. Yeah, all pistols. And again, I'm going to keep one of each thing, though, so I'll keep that. I've got an assault rifle equipped, so I don't need to save those. Oh, crap, did I sell my antique saber? Because I didn't mean to do that, because again, I want to hold on to... Is there a buyback section? Wait. Sentry... Maybe I can't sell it? I don't... maybe... Oh, it may not be a weapon, it may be like a junk item or something. Okay, I think that... Yep. Nope, that... Wait, does that mean I've got it equipped right now? What does the little asterisk mean? It's not an asterisk, but I don't know what else it is. No, because it's not showing anything else I've currently got equipped, so... Okay. Armor, again. Saving one of each item. Okay. Junk. Wow, a lot of stuff in here. Let's see, sell junk. How much money do we have now? I actually don't know. Is that in here? Why do I not... Is that it up there? The 967? That's got to be it, right? Okay. Interesting stuff there. Repair. You know, this stuff's in good enough condition. Yeah. Okay. Another 15 minutes. Let's get back to... Well, probably have to leave the store. The companion ledger. Oh, I can change what she's got equipped too. Well, I think that's fine. Armor, 7. Yeah, I'll leave that on for now as well. Oh, perks. Do I have any? No, no perks available. Okay, distance. Why don't we go... Far? No, middle is pretty good. I don't want... Yeah, not aggressive. Defensive, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. That's not bad. I like that you can do that. There we go. Prefabricated living just like home. I really hope that, well, not prefabricated. Well, prefabricated. I mean, that I hope that we do have more prefabricated homes becoming a thing again. It was a thing for a long time. You used to be able to buy houses in Sears catalogs and stuff like that. It's really crazy that Sears did not become Amazon. Sears, you could it could easily be the case that we have like Sears Prime to go watch your shows. But they kind of screwed up and let Amazon take the lead in the online market. But anyway, prefabricated housing is great because it doesn't necessarily mean you've got like a single model of a house, but everything being built at the factory means it's done much more efficiently, and you can actually like assemble a house of different modules. I hope it becomes more of a thing going forward. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. Let's take a look at the map. Is there anything else out here that we still need to do? Probably, right? Let's see, die robot. You repaired the medical okay. Okay, we need to do that. We need to find this. Oh yeah, we still got the... Okay, well for now, we'll go in here and talk to these folks. Canned skullfins.
Stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Move along, sir.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Just looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Okay. I read something about, no, sorry. Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
We've all got problems. Let's see. Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
I'll keep an eye out.
It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Unless marauders got her, then parts of her could be in a lot. Okay, I'm not saying that. Don't worry about it. I'll find her.
Appreciate it. Honest.
I'll leave you be. Why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's see. Actually, you know what? No, we're here. We may as well talk to Adelaide. Oh, that's cool. The rings still light up in the night. Well, they light up in the night. I don't even know if these things look like that in the day. I can't remember. Anyway, though. Well, this looks nice. Oh, I'd be stealing near again.
Gosh, it's so pretty.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Sounds disgusting. Is this greenhouse?
No, dear. The garden belongs to us all. Life is the gift of the universe, and the universe yields its bounty equally, absent of prejudice.
So is this your greenhouse? I'm surprised you managed to grow anything out here.
The soil around the Vale went sour years ago, but I found a way to sweeten it back up. The secret recipe is a little bit of elbow grease, a dash of love, and a heaping pile of special fertilizer.
So, looks like you've made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
Why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Reed asks you to consider coming back to town. He's willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned the geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp... your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that kind of crap. Let's see. Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down. workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I wonder why they need the power at the cannery. I have to assume that there's enough power coming out of there to power both of these locations. Maybe that's not right, though. I mean, you have to think that they would have set this thing up originally to be able to power both spots. I mean, this has to have been part of the original colony here. So, I don't know. Maybe they're not getting as much geothermal power as they're expecting. Personal files. Password required. Password is Silent Spring. Okay. Someone likes Rachel Carson. Let's open the first entry. May the Eternal bless my first endeavor. It's been 2 days since I walked away from my life at the Edgewater Cannery. Fortuitously, the old botanical labs are still operational, mostly. The soil's sour. I'll do what I can, but I'm going to need some powerful fertilizer. Tired of having the taste of salt tuna lingering on my tongue, day in, day out. I want something fresh, something that grows out of the earth. We found another worker from Edgewater. Ex-worker now. Desertion rates must be climbing. I'm not terribly surprised. Reed's style of management has always been tyrannical. I imagine an exodus is brewing. At any rate, the worker was in a sorry state. Fever, shallow breathing, delirious. Must have been plagued. I set him right with a diet of greens. He was all better in a couple weeks. Physically, spiritually, he's one of our flock now. Experimental notes. First entry. I am hereby repurposing this botanical lab from its original conception as a gear and the soulless automaton of the corporate machine. This greenhouse may look impressive, but like all of Spacer's Choice products, it's cheap and unreliable. I shall have to make some repairs with my own two hands. This place shall become a nursery. Before it was abandoned, I understand the horticulturist failed to produce a single viable crop. Something about the soil being too poor. I'm determined to find a way. May the Eternal smile upon my endeavors. Flora and living things are sensitive. Flora are living things, as sensitive to their environment as any breathing, thinking body. I contend that the crops in this region failed because the corporate scientists tending to them are cold, heartless, inhumane people acting on behalf of a sterile and inhumane power. One cannot expect your crops to flourish with green and reach for the sky under these conditions. The soil is sour, it's true. I don't know quite how to explain that. And I'm sure the scienticians will say something about biology of the carbon cycle. Why did you call them scienticians? But I can conclude after months of my own experimentation that the secret to a rich and wholesome garden is love, attention, compassion, and a natural fertilizer bursting with organic materials just as nature intended. Okay. Gotta wonder what they mean by the soil is sour. Like, do they mean acidic? Or do they mean just not capable of growing plants for some other reason? And they're just using sour as a figurative term for it. This a door out? Closet. Okay, bathroom. Alright, well, it is just about 7:30, so I'm going to call it quits here for now. It's been just about 2 hours. Hey, they got chickens. Anyway, next time we'll pick it up here. This has been the Irresolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.